Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, say what you will about Biden and his administration, but I have to give credit where credit is due. They have done a hell of a job when it comes to antitrust. And this was made obvious again, case in point, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution is reporting that the FBI raided the Atlanta office of a property developer. And this is related to a price fixing investigation of another company called RealPage. Now, you may have never heard of RealPage. I guarantee you, though, you or someone you know has probably been a victim of their services because RealPage is a Texas-based company and they offer a rental pricing software for landlords. So it sounds innocent enough, but the software helps these property owners to manipulate the market to increase the price of rents and to keep them high. And I will say this up front. I have been a landlord, so I'm not some crazy, wild-eyed progressive who's down on landlords who thinks, all landlords are evil. But this software, RealPage software, is used by corporate landlords, as far as I understand it, primarily because there's a fee. They charge a fee for the usage of this software. And so these corporate landlords, what that means is that they own hundreds, if not thousands, of rental units across the entire country. So we're not talking about someone who, maybe they rented out their old condo that they kept after they got married and bought a house with their spouse, or someone who maybe even owns a few rental properties here and there. These are faceless, nameless companies that pool investor cash and they purchase as many properties as possible. This is a problem because it leaves the housing market depleted for home buyers. So it's not just affecting rental prices, it's also affecting home prices, prices for properties that would normally be on the market and there would be enough supply. So at first, when I heard about this and I saw some reporting on this company, I thought, what's the big deal, right? So, okay, you have a software, it shows you what the market value of your rental property is, what you can get for it, what other people are renting for. What's so wrong about that? What I came to realize, and why the Department of Justice started investigating them, is that RealPage is apparently making recommendations to property owners that helps them to artificially inflate rent prices. So, for example, they might suggest, you guys should keep these properties off the market for a while. So it unnaturally lowers the number of rental units available in any given area. So you have renters who are having to fight over a few available properties. And then you have landlords who can then bump up the prices because there's too much demand, not enough supply. And then again, as the rental market goes up, that puts pressure on buyers as well. People are like, okay, well, it's so expensive to rent, I'm going to go try to buy. So now you have more people looking to buy and not enough properties. And then there was also a lawsuit that had been filed in Tennessee regarding these same practices. Now they've rolled it into a big class action lawsuit. And this is, again, over the use of these practices and the use of RealPage to artificially inflate these prices. And in their lawsuit, they cited the Atlanta, Georgia market. They mentioned a few different areas, 3 different Georgia areas, and they said, quote, widespread adoption of defendant RealPage's revenue management software has caused rent to increase explosively in recent years, with Atlanta renters paying approximately 56% more in rent today than they paid in 2016. So again, this has real world implications. And here's why we should care about this, especially this year. I mean, we should care just as human beings, caring about other human beings, being able to put a roof over their head. But this year, it is coloring the views, the opinions of voters, of renters who are voters who are struggling to pay for food and rent. Some workers, as I mentioned the other day, Yeah, they've received a slight increase in pay, like 4% on average, not 56% since 2016. So this is why you have people falling behind more and more every day. Check this out. There's this News Nation poll that was just released, and 58% of the respondents say they're living paycheck to paycheck because of the increased costs of just basic living expenses, food, rent, all that good stuff that you have to have. And of the people who were polled, 42% of them blame Joe Biden. So I'm glad to see this. I am glad that the DOJ is cracking down on antitrust violations and doing something to try to help working people. And it's important to remind people that things like this would not happen if Trump was president. I can almost guarantee you he will shut down investigations like this, and this one specifically, if he gets back in the White House. Republicans only care about Hunter Biden's laptop. They don't care. They don't give a damn if corporate criminals steal from average Americans. And to be fair, there are some corporate-owned Democrats who don't care either. So it's a problem. It is a huge problem. This, again, makes the case for helping people so that they can live, so that they can actually take care of their families, take care of themselves, and then maybe they'd actually care about the government. They wouldn't want to tear it to shreds, because stuff like this is leading to Donald Trump. It's like so ass backwards. It is crazy, but it is. They think he's going to blow up the system and change things and help them. It's wrong. I mean, they couldn't be more off the mark, but that's what they think. And it leaves us open to populists, fake populists, not a real populist like, Bernie Sanders and people like that, but fake populists like Donald Trump. So anyway, if I hear more, I will let you know. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Links are below in the description box on YouTube and the podcast. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.